Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Your morning. Go to America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans.
Democrats are celebrating. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. They've taken a Senate seat from Republicans.
I am truly overwhelmed.
Doug Jones beat controversial Republican Roy Moore, who was dealing with sexual misconduct allegations he denied. Fox's Gernal Scott live in Montgomery.
Dave, Roy Moore's last words to his supporters after last night's narrow loss to Doug Jones.
Let's go home and sleep on it. We'll take it on tomorrow.
That likely means strategizing for a challenge of the results, even though Doug Jones' victory is beyond Alabama's threshold to call for a recount. Jones saying Alabama took the right road in this election. But Roy Moore does want a recount, and if that should happen, he will likely have to foot the bill for it himself. Still to this point, no concession from the Moore campaign to Senator-elect Doug Jones. Dave.
President Trump tweeted, "I was right that Roy Moore couldn't win the general election, even though he backed Moore." He says that's why he initially supported Luther Strange, the appointed Republican Senator Jones will replace. Today, Donald Trump Jr. faces more questions in the Russia investigation, meeting privately with the Senate Intel Committee. Akiet Ullah is expected to make his first federal court appearance 2 days after he was injured in detonating a homemade bomb in a New York City subway station. He's already been charged with several terror-related crimes.
Ullah, who had immigrated to the U.S. from Bangladesh in 2011 on a chain migration visa, has been living in Brooklyn with his parents and brother. Authorities say he'd been researching how to build a bomb for more than a year and had been planning the attack for several weeks.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Bon Jovi will be a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. He leads the class of 2018. The Moody Blues will also be inducted, so will Dire Straits. Will be joined in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by the Cars, singer Nina Simone, and Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Fox News, fair and balanced.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%. APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing much more than just a rate. Let me ask you, does calling the company with the best client service in America, with 11 J.D. Power Awards to prove it, matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative, client-focused technology, matter? Does calling the company with 17,000 plus team members who are helping to rebuild the great cities of Detroit and Cleveland matter? Of course it matters. No wonder our clients have made Quicken Loans America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein will testify this morning at a House hearing. He's the one who appointed Special Counsel Robert Mueller to probe Russian campaign interference, and he'll likely be questioned about the two FBI officials removed from the probe, Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, who exchanged a lot of anti-Trump Clinton texts during the campaign. While Strzok was part of the Clinton email investigation, they called Donald Trump loathsome and an idiot.
Strzok said, God, Hillary should win 100 million to 0. And about a month later, Page texted him, so look, you say we text on that phone when we talk about Hillary because it can't be traced. So Page appears to be acknowledging they know they're doing something that shouldn't be done, or at the very least, something that they don't want traced.
That's Fox's Kristen Fisher, a White House lawyer, says the conflicts of interest in the Justice Department are breathtaking. Amid all the sexual misconduct allegations lately, there's been an attempt to ensnare the top Democrat in the Senate.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has handed over to U.S. Capitol Police what he says are fake documents which try to smear him with a concocted sexual harassment scandal. The documents outline a claim from a former staffer and were sent out to several news organizations. But Axios is reporting that former staffer says the documents are bogus and her signature forged. forged. Schumer's spokesman says police have been asked to pursue criminal charges. Schumer's office wants whoever was behind the documents to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. In Washington, Joel Nato, Fox News.
There may be another interest rate hike today. Investors are expecting it from the Federal Reserve after policymakers wrap up a two-day meeting this afternoon. Futures on Wall Street are flat. Ahead of this announcement, the day after the Dow hit another record high, surging 118 points. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Hey, good morning. Wednesday, ESPN 93.5 three-day forecast brought to you by Ron Bailey and the Blossom Basket Florist. From simple to simply magnificent. 2 locations, Village at the Crossing, Champaign, Cunningham, and Urbana. 367 Rose. Go to blossombasket.com for all of your Christmas and holiday arrangements, bouquets, flowers. Any day is a great day to give them a Blossom Basket bouquet. And I saw that you sent that on Twitter, a couple of pictures from our winners last week.
Yeah.
Or was that Facebook? I saw that. And beautiful we sent out from Ron Bailey and Blossom Basket.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, the host who's bringing on Christmas dinner, the perfect centerpiece for Blossom Basket Florist, for sure.
On.
47-hour high with partly cloudy conditions and southwesterly winds up to 25 miles per hour. 24-hour low into the evening tonight. 34 the high tomorrow, down to 24 in the evening. Partly cloudy again on Friday with a high 37, low 28. Up towards 50, though, Saturday and Sunday. Right now, 26 on ESPN 93.5.
Yeah, Doug Jones.
I am truly overwhelmed.
Doug Jones relished in victory, though narrow, over Republican Roy Moore, who, like in the face of sexual misconduct allegations, vowed to fight on.
Realize when the vote is this close that it's not over.
2 percentage points is all that separates Jones and Moore, which is likely to trigger a recount. But Jones said the victory said a lot about the people of Alabama.
This entire race has been about dignity and respect.
It also puts Democrats closer to a Senate majority. Jones to become the 49th in that caucus to 51 Republicans. In Montgomery, Alabama, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
All right, so this is weird because you've got a Democrat that wins the seat, and yet Republicans are relieved and Democrats are a little disappointed. And you say, why? Because Republicans didn't want to have to spend 14 years on an ethics thing with him, Roy Moore. And the Democrats had it going on with Me Too. And this is going to be the 18 theme. You got Roy Moore. It was a mess. And so he didn't win. And I'm confused by that. Okay, let's get Gernal Scott on. I think he's still down in Alabama. See if we can find Fox News reporter Gernal Scott, who just had this report. Because, I mean, it's a strange feeling because, and I'm at it, you know, I don't know where I am. I'm just like, okay, Republicans, what's the difference? I mean, obviously there's differences, but you're not getting anything done anyway. So Richard Shelby, longtime former senator of Alabama, came out and said, don't vote for Roy Moore 2 days ago. And I think that was a big deal. Here he is, Gernal Scott, down in Montgomery, Alabama. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. I was just saying this kind of weird. Joe Concha said last night that you have his Democratic seat in Alabama, first time in decades. No way, all red. Trump won by 28. And yet Republicans are relieved. Democrats are a little disappointed. They don't have talking points for 18. Whoa, that was a blow. It's just strange. Wow.
Yeah, politics makes strange bedfellows, I believe the phrase was. And you know, a lot of people came out to make their case for Doug Jones, Charles Barkley being one of them. I mean, when Charles Barkley comes out and talks politics, you have to hold your breath for a little bit. But, you know, it seems that his message, and he's one of the more prominent Alabamans and a big visage, literally and figuratively. And it turns out he did some work for Doug Jones and got him this victory.
They realize, I think, the new senator-elect of Alabama realizes that he's got 2 years. He's got 2 years, and then the only qualification for anybody in Alabama that wants to run against Doug Jones is check the box. Did you abuse and or date any teenagers when you were in your 30s? And if you don't check that box, you're going to win.
Well, I mean, you mentioned it earlier. Alabama is a very deeply red state, and for this decision to come out of Alabama it's a head scratcher. But there are a lot of people that I talked to who left the polls after voting. And I said, why did you make this decision if you voted for Doug Jones? They say, it's just we've had a governor that we drummed out of office because of these kinds of allegations, and we have this candidate. This is not the Alabama we want to portray to the rest of the country. Maybe it is time to look in a different direction, even if it is outside my party. Maybe it's time to try to restore that image we have here in Alabama, and Doug Jones was the recipient of that.
Okay, so now 51-49, but in all due respect to Republicans, it's been frustrating with them in power anyway, because I don't know what they're exactly getting done. Maybe they'll get the tax cuts done before he's placed, and maybe a little easier with a 52-48 advantage right now. And everything's about 18. It's all geared toward that. But again, now they've got to get those women against Trump. That's all they got because they thought they were going to have Roy Moore for a year. And that would have been, listen, Gernal, that would have been a mess with the ethics and trying to expel him and the legalities of that. It wasn't legal, or was it? It would have been a mess.
It would have been a big mess, and that was something that was also big on the minds of Alabama voters. How is the nation going to perceive us?
Yeah.
49 other states are going to really look at us if we send Roy Moore to the United States Senate, and that was a major concern for people. We don't want the country to look at us with a bad light. I mean, Alabama football can only go so far to repair your reputation.
Right. I wonder, Brett Baer tweeted this out. There are 22 of this election that only separated by 12,000 votes out of 1 million or something. He said there were 22,000 write-in votes. What's the over-under on votes for Alabama football coach Nick Saban?
We're hearing rumors that there were a lot. and Richard Shelby, the senior senator from Alabama, basically said, I'm going to write in a prominent name in the state. What other prominent name do you know of?
Nick Saban.
Than Nick Saban.
You could put Bear Bryant. I mean, he was big. I mean, you could, but other than that, no, it's amazing. And they want to blame Mitch McConnell, didn't lift a finger. All of that was not the traditional guy. Right. It was Richard Shelby. He 2 days ago, that really respected former senator, said no to Roy Moore. And I mean, that's a swing of 5,000 votes in 1 million easily.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so. All right. Well, when do you get to leave Montgomery, Alabama, Gernal?
Well, we are flying out today and head back up to New York, where, I don't know if a lot of things are going on up there. There's really not much going on in New York,
Well, you elect me your representative of radio for Fox, and I'll get you all in first class. We'll just negotiate a new contract.
Exactly.
Okay, my friend. Thank you for your coverage. Thanks for your news. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Gernal Scott reporting from Montgomery, Alabama this morning in light of Doug Jones' upset victory. It wasn't an upset. If I'm creeped out over the guy from Illinois, now, the fact that all this came out a month before,
kind of peculiar.
It is. However, when he did one interview with Sean Hannity, he did mention that he asked the parents for permission to date the 17-year-olds. I just can't get over that.
Right.
You're 32, sir. Can't get over that one. That's 40 years ago.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just cleaner, better. It wasn't right. Didn't work. Okay, let's just congratulations, Doug Jones, Democrat from Alabama. Way to go. Have a blast. Understand you're in a deep, dark red state. And these midterms coming up. And again, this is a wake-up call for Republicans to say, you know what, you're not inspiring people to go vote. They're just like, what's the difference? That's kind of where they are, because it is kind of swampy. It's just a club. And you're not really working for me. And the Democrats got to watch going so far left, nobody finds them because they fall off the left end. It's just crazy, some of that stuff. And they've got that with Antifa and Black Lives Matters and the far left, progressive. That represents about 4% of America. So they got to be careful. They're going to be about 17 people running against Trump, and they'll announce in about a year. We'll get into that. But the midterms coming up, you got 25 Senate 25 Senate seats up for the Democrats that Trump won the state. Good luck. 12 that the Republicans have to defend, 25 that are clearly going to be favored for Trump. So it won't be easy. And then this seat's up in 2 years in 2020, and it's again Alabama. And as long as you don't have the baggage, you're going to win. A Republican's going to win in Alabama. Much like a Democrat's going to win in New York, a Democrat's going to win in California. Republican's going to win in Texas. You just have some slam dunks. Illinois is going to have 2 Democratic senators forever. That's just kind of how it's worked. I know Mark Kirk broke in there for a term, but all right, quarter after ESPN 93.5. Let's check your sports headlines. It's Wednesday morning. Diane Ducey.
Well, we've got Longwood. We are 7-4. They are 3-6. LaRon Black with that hyperextended elbow most likely will not play.
And Kipper Nichols, game time decision. Yeah, hurt his foot in practice, and he's game time decision. Hopefully, you won't have to get him for New Mexico State. You'll need them both for New Mexico State Saturday, as we honor Lou Henson.
Yes,
we'll wear an orange jacket in one half and a maroon jacket in another.
I see. That's a good way to handle it.
I don't know if there's another basketball coach that's been so honored by 2 different teams that took both to the Final Four that have courts named in his honor in 2 towns. I don't think that's happened before.
He's amazing.
Tribute to Lou Henson.
And it seems like he's been in good spirits. I know he hasn't been in the best of health, but he is poking around and doing appearances, and we're happy to pat him on the back.
He's awesome. I saw him in the was it News Gazette or online somewhere. Anyway, he was talking to Mark Smith, courtside at practice. And I remember vividly the criticism Lou Henson got for not being a great coach. And now as time passes, you're going, wow, he really won a lot of games, didn't he?
Exactly.
He was amazing. And his success is just almost 800 victories. I mean, amazing. Over 400 victories at Illinois and a whole bunch at New Mexico State. So a phenomenal career.
Right. Last night in Big Ten basketball, Maryland over Catholic University, 76-59. Rutgers over Fordham. That final was 75-63. Michigan over Texas, 59-52. Speaking of Michigan, head football coach Jim Harbaugh has convinced Shea Patterson, quarterback for Ole Miss, to come be a Wolverine. I thought that was unusual. He will transfer. And speaking of quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers is medically cleared to return as Green Bay Packers quarterback.
The Pack is back. Now, they've got to win the rest of their games. They're 7-6. They got to win the last 3, and they got to play at Carolina, who's 9-4 this weekend.
That's right.
So the Packers are back. Aaron Rodgers, I'm just going to watch him because he's one of the guys I watch.
Mm-hmm.
So
broke that right collarbone in the October 15th game against the Minnesota Vikings. Turned 34 earlier this month. Aaron Rodgers used Instagram to make that announcement.
All right.
And also trending in NFL action is Devin Hester, retiring at the age of 35 from the Bears. Bears are set to face Detroit Saturday at 3:30. And looks like we've got some baseball news. Drew Smyly takes $10 million 2-year deal with the Cubs.
He'll be out this year. He's coming off Tommy John surgery. They're looking at him for 2019.
Okay. And I'm hearing rumblings about Brandon Morrow of the LA Dodgers.
He joined the Cubs.
Okay.
He's official as of this morning. The Cardinals rumblings, it appears this Marcell Ozuna, who hit 37 home runs and second to Stanton on his own team, there's a real chance the Cardinals will close that deal. They'll have to give some really good ones, probably Jack Flaherty and Sandy Alcantara and maybe even Randall Grichuk for Marcell Ozuna. And then there's rumblings about perhaps Josh Donaldson this morning. Read that. That's new this morning, that they're perhaps inquiring. He's only got control for 1 year, though. Then he's a free agent. Got to be careful what you give up. Same for Manny Machado, the all-star third baseman the Cardinals have poked around on. I just don't think they're going to give a ton for 1 year. And then the guy's got Scott Boras, who's one of the super agents, and they're going to go out and get $350 million. So unless you can extend it and know that you're going to have him, it could be another Jason Hayward, who was there a year and gone because of free agency. So I doubt the Cardinals go in on those guys, but you never know. Let's check your weather. Brought to you by your friends at Busey. Nearly 150 years. In fact, starting January 1, it'll be their 150th year in Champaign-Urbana. Busey, your Dream Our Promise, member FDIC.
Mostly cloudy today, windy with the winds out of the southwest up to 25 miles per hour. Might want to watch those lawn ornaments if that's part of your decoration scheme in your yard. Today's high 47, 24, our low tonight. Partly cloudy tomorrow, cooler with a high 34, low 24. 37 the high on Friday, but up to 50 on Saturday with the sunshine. Right now the temperature's at 27, ESPN 93.5.
Early version of Sugar Busters Club meeting coming up next. Then it's John Decker live at the White House at 35. So we've got two bang bang. Warren Honeycutt next. Fox Business Minute brought to you by local Edward Jones financial advisor Mike Kessel. ESPN 93.5. It's Wednesday.
From the Fox Business Network, there's a sign of confidence that Sears will stay in business. Creditors will allow Sears another 6 months to repay a $400 million loan. Sears was supposed to pay back the money in June of 2018. Now Sears will be given until January of 2019. Sears also intends to obtain a new loan backed by its real estate so it can fund its pension. Costco is partnering with MoviePass to offer a movie lovers package for approximately $10 a month. You can see a movie every day. Why not treat yourself this holiday season? Research firm Mintel says nearly 1/4 of Americans admit they usually buy themselves gifts for the holidays. Younger people are more likely to treat themselves. The Dow is up 118 on Tuesday. NASDAQ was down 12. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Ginny Cosola.
When weather hits, the right wiper blades make all the difference. That's when the Michelin Man is on your side, helping you see better and drive safer with new Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Designed with exclusive SmartFlex technology or frameless beam design, Michelin blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you unparalleled, streak-free, long-lasting, all-season performance. So when the going gets tough, be ready with Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. It's a difference you can see. Available at Walmart, Pep Boys, Amazon, and other fine retailers.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Mike Kessel. Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by our office at 1701 Broadmoor Drive, Suite 110 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Linda Rogers from Prospect Bank. I would like to take this time to wish you a happy and safe holiday season. I'd also like to encourage you to remember those who are less fortunate. The holidays are the perfect time of year to remember your local food pantry and other civic organizations, because sharing a smile and bringing happiness to others is the ultimate holiday present. Happy holidays from all of us at Prospect Bank. Online at bankprospect.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 years ago, I believe it's 2 years ago coming up this January 1st, we began our club. Where I drive people crazy on how much sugar they're eating. People just love how I harp on that. The honorary chair of our Sugar Buster Club, and you can join. It's an open membership. You just have to go through a 3-day probation that, frankly, nobody's really endured for a while, because I demand that you cut processed sugar out of your life for 3 full days to qualify for membership. And, hey, it's kind of a tall order. I get it.
Yeah, 30 grams of sugar or less. That's added sugar. Of course, if you're eating fruits and things like that, totally fine.
Yeah, but, a 12-ounce can of pop is 40 grams of sugar, so that tells you that it's not a lot of sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy who kind of started it all, Warren Honeycutt. GetHoneycutt.com. Get Lean is his book. He does live on Facebook. He does a radio show in Memphis. All around great human being. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, Stevie J. How are you guys this morning?
Well, we're trying to assess. I said something to the Young Life kids the other night that, in life we kind of all want to do more. We all feel like you're not doing enough. And I said, but you're doing a lot. And if you put your arm around, a high school kid and encourage them. It might not sink in for 4 years, but you never know the ripple you started.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of same here. We have a very small exclusive Sugar Buster Club. A lot of people have been made aware of what we've tried to tell them because of the dangers and the health risks of sugar are becoming more and more evident and apparent, and more studies and links to cancer and, of course, diabetes. And I guess, I should be encouraged that we've at least illuminated a few, albeit not the world. But, Warren, by gosh, we're trying.
And, one, like you said, ripple moves and moves and moves. The negative side of that, Stevie J, I'm going to do this thing today on Facebook on a study. And right now, this study has shown that if, in fact, anybody under the age of 21, the chances by the time they're 35 of being obese now is hitting 60%.
Whoa. Now you're not talking heavy, you're talking obese.
Obese, the study shows 60% with the trend we're going right now with America. And now how we're going to sustain that, I have no idea. And we're not talking, of course, about 100 years from now, Stevie J. If you're 18, you're going to be 35 in 17 years, which seems, to an 18-year-old like an eternity. But in reality, it's not that big a time span.
It's a decision that you have to make for your life, and it's very, very doable to say if sugar causes fill in the blank, diabetes, or at least helps stir it up, cancer, problems with your weight, problems with your thought process. Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. And all the other things. Your sleep.
Your knees, your back.
And
alert.
In a very aggressive manner, I call it rat poison. Okay, maybe a little extreme. But it's bad for you. And I, again, have said it a few times. So I just lay it out there. If you don't like how you look, how you think, how you sleep, how everything, you just got to make a decision that I'm not going to be consumed. And 99 out of 100 people say, I don't eat that much. And then you count and you say, I am doing a half a pound to a pound of raw sugar a day. And you're going, how is that possible? But that's what's happening.
May I share a story of late here with a lady that has come by my office about a month ago? Yeah. She sent this, actually it's on Facebook, but if I may read just part of what she wrote. Well, today is a day of measurement to see if this no-sugar lifestyle works. I have lost a combined total of 16 and a half inches. This is in 30 days.
What?
Of course, in some places that's an inch, but in other places it is 6 inches or more.
Wow.
Whoa.
I will have to wait, blah, 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 and she talked about her weight. She's lost 18 pounds in 30 days. Not bad. And the real kicker here, Stevie J, is she came in and she was very distraught and very depressed, frankly. And I started talking with her about what was going on, and she was developing health problems, and she realized and recognized and told me. She said, Warren, I'm addicted to sugar. And she was, about 250, 60 pounds. Mm. And I started to, get into the why she wanted to get away from some of the things she was doing to herself. She started to cry. And she said, my boys, I have 2 boys. And right now they're, I think, 6 and 10 or 11. And said, that's what they do. They eat what I eat. They see me. And she said, I'm very concerned about not being there for my boys. And that's the motivation that kicked her into the no-sugar lifestyle. And she goes on. I mean, it's a longer email than that, but that's significant. When someone has that kind of improvement, and along with what you said and Diane said, the benefits beyond, just looking better, but health itself. Yeah. That's significant. It really is.
Well, you've got another year coming up, and I know people try and kind of turn the page and say, okay, this year I'm going to. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's if you don't join our Sugar Buster Club, at least look at the label and to see that one serving of this means, 50 grams of sugar. You just got to not do that. And I know that it's kind of a draw and a pull, because it is addictive, and it's kind of a fun addictive, if you can call an addiction fun. But it's the real deal. It's damaging us. We've got serious health issues. We're on our way to 100 million diabetics in this country over the next 20 years. And
yes, sir.
I don't know. All we can do is get on our little radio station and
Yeah.
Well, 'tis the season of overindulgence, though. Not only with the sugar cookies and the sweet treats and things like that, but, a lot of people going to holiday parties and having too many drinks. That's a lot of sugar there, isn't it, Warren?
It is. It's a lot of calories. It's not processed exactly the same as sugar. As a matter of fact, too much alcohol is worse than sugar, and because it destroys liver.
Well,
so that's another situation. And high fructose corn syrup, which is just another name for sugar, is on the same level as alcohol because it has to be processed by the liver. And there's a lot of people that don't even know it because you don't know it as far as health until it gets beyond the point of repair. But fatty liver disease is a very serious issue for so many people, especially people that are overweight and obese. And the primary reason, as we talk about, for being overweight and obese is sugar. And no one likes to talk about admitting to addiction. But like I said, this friend of mine, I won't call her name, but she admitted she was addicted to sugar. And what prompted her, Stevie J, talking about the ripple effect, her best friend, she was at her house one night, and her best friend told her, we've cleaned the house out of sugar, and we're doing a no-sugar lifestyle for a lot of reasons, and she got into them. And she said, I was on my way home, Warren, and I was angry. She said, I was upset with my friend because we would routinely go to ball games with our kids. We would drink Cokes. We would eat candy bars, etc. while we were there. Everything that we did together, we ate food, and it all had sugar in it. Mm-hmm. And she said, I was angry at my best friend because I felt betrayed. And she said, I realized I'm talking like an addict. Mm-hmm. And that's a big thing to admit to yourself. And it had taken her, I mean, we go to church with this lady, and it had taken her, months and months and months. And she knew who I was and what I did and what I do. But it took her months and months to work up the courage, number one, say I'm addicted, and number two, go for help.
Amazing. Warren, you're the man. We're going to talk one more time this year, next week, and then take a little hiatus, and then you're the man. We really appreciate all you do, all you've inspired. You make a big difference in our life, and we thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Stevie J. You guys have a great day.
Okay, Mitch has just asked about diet soda and your opinion on that, Warren.
It doesn't have the sugar, but it has a lot of stuff and preservatives and especially the sweeteners they use. Though I must say there are some of the colored waters that are, what do you call the bubbly stuff?
Yep. Carbonated.
Carbonated water.
We've approved the ice drink is okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the thing being the stevia is getting more and more traction with sweeteners. I mean, there's a lot.
Yep.
And I started promoting the stevia years ago.
Way back,
But there's a whole lot now. But as far as the regular soft drinks, no sugar, so, I have to digress a bit here, but it's got stuff in it that creates a lot of problems with the metabolism if you're wanting to lose weight.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty much the same thing as it relates to the weight loss.
I can't go find a creamer at the store that says fat-free anymore. It's all sugar-free because they figured it out. That's the sensitive button now. It's not fat anymore. It's sugar.
It's moving in that direction.
It's moving in that direction. And Warren, you're the best. I appreciate it. Call you in a week.
Okay.
Thank you. Warren Honeycutt. GetHoneycutt.com. Google image Warren Honeycutt.
Right.
If you need any help in getting started to be a member of our Sugar Busters,
Stevie J's Sugar Busters on Facebook too.
It's not as active as it should be, but we do have views, and if you want to check that out on Facebook or text us, 359-2255, 359-2255. ESPN 93.5, 733, live to the White House, next.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Alabama is getting its first Democrat in the Senate in 20 years, with Doug Jones beating the Republican Roy Moore in yesterday's special election.
At the end of the day, this entire race has been about dignity and respect.
Jones winning with big African-American support and younger voters. Roy Moore hasn't actually formally conceded, This election was to fill the remaining 2 years of now Attorney General Jeff Sessions' Senate term. Minnesota's governor is expected to announce today who he'll appoint to replace Al Franken in the Senate.
Last week, Senator Franken said he would resign over accusations of sexual misconduct. The top contender for the post is seen as Democrat Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith. She would serve until a special election next year to decide who would complete Franken's term ending in 2020.
Fox's Rich Dennison. Franken hasn't given a date for stepping down. Fox News. We report, you decide. I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender involves so much more than just a rate. Only Quicken Loans has earned 11 J.D. Power Awards. No other lender comes close to that level of client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage. It gives our clients a simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online in minutes. No one else has anything like it. And our people. Each one of our 17,000-plus team members throughout Detroit, Cleveland, and Phoenix provides absolute client satisfaction each and every day. So why would you go anywhere else to get your mortgage? Go to America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Here's your weather brought to you by our good friends at CMI Chemical Maintenance Inc., female-owned and operated. You need any janitorial supplies, they'll deliver. Just give them a chance to earn your business. Betsy and Brad Parks, CMIClean.com. What do you need? Janitorial, anything. They got it all. CMIClean.com, 359-6262.
Up to 47, down to 24. Cloudy and windy today. 35 the high tomorrow, down to 25 in the evening. Up to 38 with some clouds on Friday, down to 29, but 50 with sunshine by Saturday. Currently 26 on ESPN 93.5.
I'm going to go to the White House here in a moment. We are talking Cardinal calendar coming up. We'll talk to Elizabeth after 8 o'clock. She's with the Cardinals. The Cardinal calendar is out and available, and you can buy that, and we'll have some to give away as well. But hey, the Cardinal Caravan has been announced for January 12th. I like to go to the iHotel. They were booked that day, so we'll be at the Hilton Garden Inn on Friday, January 12th. And you'll be able to see some members of the St. Louis Cardinals. First week of January, they'll announce the caravan as far as who's coming.
Okay.
Last year, we got iced out. It was a snowstorm, ice storm, and
Unusual.
we had to cancel the caravan. So 500-600 people that always come. January 12th, Hilton Garden Inn at noon. We look forward to seeing you there. Ladies and gentlemen, 7:36. John Decker. John Decker. John Decker. I want to talk to John Decker. He is the one we know. I want to talk to John Decker. He's at the White House in press room. Ladies and gentlemen, it's John Decker, and he laughs every time we play his theme.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me laughing, but it's so funny. Hey, how are you, Stevie? How are things today in Illinois, the great state of Illinois?
We're doing fine, and it's interesting, this whole Alabama, this is the weirdest deal.
It really is.
It's the weirdest deal, John Decker, because Republicans are relieved, Democrats are bummed, and they got a seat in the Senate, but the talking points of Roy Moore overshadowing the 18 midterms is over.
Well, that's exactly right. So the margin goes down for Republicans in the Senate in the short term from 52 to 51. Of course, Doug Jones will need to fight to hold on to that seat in 2 years. That's how long his term would be because he's fulfilling the end of Jeff Sessions' term. So he's up again in 2 years. But you're absolutely right. Had Roy Moore won, Roy Moore's victory would have been hung around the neck of every Republican running for re-election next year in the House of Representatives, all those Republicans also running in the Senate, and that albatross, I think, could have indeed led to losing the Senate and losing the House, but now they don't have to deal with that problem anymore. And so I think that both parties are actually pleased with the results to a certain extent. Yesterday's vote in Alabama, I think, surprised a lot of people because here in the Beltway, so many folks thought that Roy Moore was going to pull that one out.
Well, it was close. There's no doubt about it. But I think, can we agree that Antifa, Black Lives Matter, some of the far, far, far left is too left, and maybe we can agree that the Steve Bannon stuff is a little too far right, and that maybe we all reside somewhere in the middle, leaning a little right. It's just that that side is not very electable, and who's to say that Doug Jones won't vote for the Republicans as much as Roy Moore would have?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. You know, we don't know how Doug Jones is going to vote. He is, of course, from a conservative state, and we've seen many times before that conservative Democrats from the South vote a lot like moderate Republicans in the North. You know,
right.
So he may have the same voting record as Susan Collins, or
right.
you know, someone like that. So look, we'll have to wait and see. But of course, he owes his victory quite a bit to this coalition that was put together that included young voters, African American voters. And let's not forget that women voters really put him over the top as well. It was a major gender gap that we saw in terms of the exit polling in Alabama. That's a big reason for his victory as well.
You're in the press room, John Decker. We love hearing your questions. Monday, things got a little hot. Jim Acosta, CNN, talking about, we make honest mistakes. Sarah Huckabee Sanders said, these aren't honest mistakes. What's your example? Back and forth they went. What would happen if Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Jim Acosta from CNN took an elevator ride together alone?
I know Sarah and I know Jim, and they're both fine people. So if they took an elevator ride together, they would both emerge on whatever floor they were heading to unscathed. I have no doubt. That being said, look, Jim would have some very frank conversation with Sarah, and Sarah, as you see, isn't afraid in terms of throwing it right back at Jim Acosta.
No, not at all. But the bottom line is you can argue they're both advocates. Okay, I mean they're not. Jim Acosta does not belong in the same press room as John Decker, in my opinion. I just think there's a point of view there that's too apparent. I don't know. I'm hearing some solid questions from John Decker. The only lawyer in the room, by the way, as Sarah pointed out again. Did you hear? Again.
Yeah, she gave me a shout out twice last week. Yes, I am the only licensed attorney in the press room, the only licensed attorney in the White House press corps. Look, and sometimes it comes to it has a lot of advantages because, when you're talking about executive orders, Supreme Court cases, the president's executive actions, those types of things, obviously I have more knowledge than my colleagues in the room. But look, I think that Jim and I approach our questions in a different way. I do not approach it in terms of here's my hypothesis and why Sarah isn't my hypothesis correct. I don't do that. I just simply present the facts and ask Sarah about those facts. And so, that's just the way that we go about our jobs. And I think I get great answers from Sarah, and I believe that, my approach is the one I've always followed.
It'll be like Jim Acosta saying, Sarah, when you get home and after you kick your dog, do you think there should be more federal money for Humane Society? I mean, that's what you're talking about. Wait a minute. All right, we got 2 minutes left. Saturday Night Live proposes that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Tom Hanks are the ticket for 2020. That's what was on Saturday. Nobody laugh. I'm telling you. You listen.
Well,
you go to the mall and you ask people whether they'd vote for Trump or The Rock. I bet you The Rock would win.
Every time I hear if you go to the mall, I think of Roy Moore. I don't know why.
Right.
I can't help myself.
I know.
Roy Moore cruising for young women, not even women, just young girls in the mall.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, look, it's a possibility, but there are also some very qualified Democrats that are certainly considering. By the way, Kirsten Gillibrand is making a name for herself, and she, whether you think it's a good name or a bad name, she's making a name for herself, and I believe that she will throw her hat in the ring in terms of challenging President Trump in 2020.
All I can say about Kirsten Gillibrand is, wait a minute, didn't I help you? Yeah, didn't I help you? And then you threw me under the bus.
Yeah. He did. He did help her, absolutely.
Threw me under the bus.
And she did do that as well. Many years later, she did throw President Clinton under the bus.
Listen,
That's true.
we're going to talk one more time this year, and we're on a little hiatus after Christmas, so we'll call you next week. But thank you for everything you're doing, and thank you for repping for journalists, and I think you are one of the best. I appreciate the way you approach your work, and we love having you on.
Oh, it's great to be on. I look forward to talking to you one more time before Christmas, and you take your break. Have a great weekend, Stevie, and we'll talk next week.
That's John Decker. Thank you, my friend. Good guy, live at the White House. Really, really, really good. And if you watch the press briefings, and I generally do, I don't get them all, but I watch a lot of them. And that's Jim Acosta from CNN. I mean, I exaggerate, but it's kind of like that. A leading into, wait a minute, that's the wrong premise. Then here's my question. I don't kick my dog. I mean, it's that kind of and boy, it's a back and forth. Ooh. Those two have.
I could not do that job.
You just got to stand up there and know what to say and all. It'd be a challenging job because listen, the press, and again, the numbers are 90% negative for Donald Trump. 90. And so you say, well, the press isn't biased. How come all the mistakes are all against Trump? There's no positive stories that are a mistake for Trump, ever. So if it was an honest mistake, they occasionally have them both ways. Always against him because they're clenching their fist at their desk about this guy. Mm-hmm. And listen, he calls them fake news. He calls them fake. And
Sarah's got to be that filter.
Right. And what the president meant to say kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Quarter till, ESPN 93.5. Sports headlines coming up.
When you partner with Busey, you help build a better future for our community. Busey reinvests in our neighborhoods, helps students achieve their dreams, supports local businesses, and makes the dream of homeownership possible. For your personal, business, mortgage, and wealth management needs, partner with Busey to ensure your dreams become a reality. Visit Busey.com or stop by one of our many convenient locations. Busey, your dream, our promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Max with MX Electric. I wanted to take a moment to tell you about my company. I'm a proud veteran and I've been an electrician for over 23 years, serving the community for over 15. No matter the size of your electrical project, we want to be the company you turn to. Please call or text Nikita today at 217-359-7293 or visit us at mxelectric.net to schedule your appointment today. And always remember,
relax, call back 217-359-7293.
Okay, so we're going to be without LaRon Black tonight, maybe Kipper Nichols. Right. So those are our two. Well, Michael Finke's the tallest guy we're going to have in the lineup now. Yeah. This Greg, who I've got to learn how to say his last name as well, will play some.
Okay,
but he's got to play more in control because he's a freshman kind of. So anyway, I have tickets for the game tonight, and these are my best seats. These are Legacy Club tickets for Illinois Longwood, and we'll give them away before 8 o'clock. So in the next 10 minutes. You have a chance to call in and win these, so stand by. We'll text in Illini when I call for it coming up in just a few moments. Let's check sports headlines.
The Longwood Lancers are 3-6 on the season. Our Illini are 7-4. They'll start it at 7 o'clock tonight at the State Farm Center as we say, go Illini. Last night in Big Ten Hoops, Maryland over Catholic University, 76-59. Rutgers over Fordham. That final was 75-63, and Michigan beat Texas 59-52. Speaking of Michigan, it looks like Jim Harbaugh has been interested in Ole Miss quarterback Shea Patterson, who's 20, and now he'll become a Wolverine.
Okay, I think he sits out a year, doesn't he? You have to always sit out a year when you transfer.
I didn't read all the details.
Yeah, I think that's the way that works.
Okay.
That's all right. So I don't know how that works because you can't really recruit because he's with Mississippi. So maybe he asked for his release and then he was open. I don't know.
The article just said Jim Harbaugh has convinced Ole Miss quarterback Shea Patterson to transfer and be a Wolverine.
Must have released him, and then he was being recruited because he was open, and then he talked him into it at
He's
that
a
point.
Toledo, Ohio kid, too, and they mentioned Ohio State in this conversation in the article. Aaron Rodgers turned 34 this month. It looks like he's used Instagram to talk about his medically cleared to return as quarterback. And that game against the Carolina Panthers is coming up on Sunday. So it was back in October 15th that he broke his right collarbone against the Minnesota Vikings.
It's amazing that a guy like that, as great as he is, as Hall of Fame as he is, can step into the NFL speed and be good.
Yeah.
He'll probably be good, but it's amazing if they can beat Carolina at Carolina. Clearly a great team as well. So I don't know, Packers have to win the last 3 to have a shot at the playoffs.
Devin Hester decides to retire at the age of 35. He was in the draft in 2006. Has 20 kick return touchdowns to his credit.
Oh, it's Lovey's guy. I mean, that's Lovey Smith, Devin. Hester was amazing when he caught the ball. Number 23. Ooh, look out.
The Bears will face Detroit Saturday at 3:30. Tomorrow it'll be the Colts hosting Denver. L.A. Dodgers reliever Brandon Morrow has joined the Cubs. He is 33. He's locked in a 2-year deal. And Seattle Mariners Drew Smiley at 27 has a $10 million 2-year deal. So.
And he's coming off Tommy John, so he probably won't pitch this year, but they've locked him up for next year. Same kind of situation for Trevor Rosenthal, who's a free agent, but he's coming off Tommy John, so it'd be kind of a later pitching for somebody that can control him for not a lot of money. Sun Young Oh, Cardinal reliever who had, 37 saves the last couple of years, something like that. He's a free agent still out there. The Cardinals rumors this morning, Marcell Ozuna, he's the slugger next to Giancarlo Stanton down in Miami. He apparently, they're talking with the Marlins still after they got to go on with Giancarlo Stanton. And so there's a shot that Ozuna could be a Cardinal today, tomorrow. I mean, they're moving on that one. Other rumors. Wade Davis, the Cub closer, now being mentioned as possibly a Cardinal target. That's a new rumor this morning. Wade Davis, 32 out of 33 in saves to the Chicago Cubs. Cubbies apparently aren't going to sign him. And this Colomé, closer, 47 saves for Tampa. He's in the rumor mill this morning. Also, Josh Donaldson has hit radar as possibly third base for the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are very active and acting in an urgent way, which makes a lot of Cardinal fans happy.
Yu Darvish and Jake Arrieta, Alex Cobb, they're all still out there, right?
Alex Cobb probably going to the Cubs. Jake Arrieta, they're asking for $200 million.
Ooh.
That's a lot of money for a 30-something-year-old guy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. And then Yu Darvish, some interest obviously for Yu Darvish, who did not pitch very well in the World Series, but yet is still a fine pitcher. Let's check your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Up to 47 today, down to 24. Those west-southwesterly winds, 27 miles per hour with the clouds. We've got a high 34 expected tomorrow, down to 24 in the evening. Up to near 40, partly cloudy on Friday. Make way for sunshine and a high near 50 over the weekend. Right now we're at 27, ESPN 93.5.
And the Oakland A's want Stephen Piscotty. I don't know what they've got in exchange. Would you trade Stephen Piscotty for Jeff Samardzija? Anyway, lots out there. Winter meetings going on in Orlando. We're tracking it because the need for the St. Louis Cardinals is big. They're not only far behind the Cubs, they're a long way from the Dodgers. And they know it. It's our good friend Steve Suderman. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. I stayed up and watched those election returns. It's like watching a close basketball game. I thought it was going to go into overtime.
Yeah,
it might. After all.
Well, yeah, I think it's, and I've mentioned it several times this morning. It's kind of a relief for Republicans not having to deal with all this.
It was so weird to have each side rooting for the other side.
I know, it's crazy.
It's like, what election have you ever seen that before? Interesting turn of events. Hey, I got your internet stuff, so we'll take that one offline.
Let's go!
Yeah, we'll get you going soon. You'll have Wi-Fi everywhere. Your crawl space will have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying, no, you said the mice, and I
did.
took a bit of offense. No, actually, you're right. Mice all. Anyway, so it's you've got a way to do, and you've wired some big places, and so because sometimes it's spotty in houses depending on your structures.
Yes.
And you've got it figured out, I guess. So I'm excited about that because we have laptops and we get really. It's kind of a first world problem.
I mean, you just go to a commercial grade thing, and that's designed to cover a big space.
Yeah.
And it's just power.
Well, and if I were going to Travis at Best Buy, I wouldn't have this kind of service because Travis isn't going to work there after Christmas. Did you not hear that? Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
who did I talk to? Oh, Bob. No, he left. He got transferred. Oh, yeah, listen, it's Steve Suderman, Good Vibes. That's where you go to get all your televisions and your sound bars and all the service for. Who's the guy with the deep voice? I forgot his name.
The guy with the deep voice.
Your place. I mean, big voice. I mean, he works for you. I can't remember his name.
It's got to be Mike Bryan.
Mike, man, have you heard Mike talk? It's ridiculous.
Well, he's got that resonant chest, so he's
got
a big
it.
boy.
He's good. All right, so what do you got?
Hey, well, Sony's going back to the Black Friday pricing on all their XBR 4K screens, and it starts this week. Starts Sunday, so it starts next week technically.
Okay.
And it's only going to be for 1 week because their models are so hot right now, and they don't have enough of them. So this is not going to continue. On Christmas Eve, the prices go up. It's bizarre, but that's the deal. So this week we've got the basic 4Ks, not the XBRs, but the more entry-level product on sale for 1 week only. Okay. So the star of the show is a 55-inch 4K TV for $629 that says Sony on it. Great deal, great price, great, nice TV. It's hooked up. You can see it, look at it. There's lots of other deals out there. My fave is the Bose soundbar, which is the closest thing to full surround sound you'll get without doing all those wires and boxes, and you get a free $200 Wi-Fi speaker with it. Wow. There's a Polk soundbar that's on sale for $70 off. DirecTV's got a $100 gift card for signing up, and they'll give you next year's NFL Sunday tickets since we're about done with this year.
Yeah.
We got Clips deals going on, so we certainly have the surround sound. There's going to be, here's my concern, OLED shortages. Those Sony models, I said that the reason they're only doing them for a week is because they don't have any.
Wow.
I called up Clips for some stuff. They were back ordered on 3 of their hottest models. I don't know when they're going to have them, but good grief. So everybody, consumer confidence is up. Stuff's going well. This is a great week to buy stuff. Next week will be the hot number. So the week before Christmas, it's worth waiting a little bit.
And you're going to have enough people to install stuff and get to houses and all that?
Yeah, we'll be doing that after Christmas.
Yeah, right. Okay, did you see was it who bought what? I mean, it was a Yahoo and was it an AT&T thing? Anyway, that I'll be able to stream the NFL games now for free? Did you read that?
Verizon's doing something with NFL streaming.
Yeah, and so I don't have to buy the ticket anymore?
It was a little unclear what's going to happen, is whether that's just going to go to phone and laptop, but yeah,
it's interesting. Yeah.
This stuff changes all the time.
Weekly, man. Okay, where do people find you, my friend?
On the web at gvibes.com and brick and mortar at 1501 North Prospect, and call me up at 351-0909.
You're the man. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks, Stevie.
All right, Steve Suderman at Good Vibes, gvibes.com, North Prospect before you get to Bloomington Road on the left-hand side. Locally owned and operated. I support them. I like them. Good guys.
As I texted or, Google, it says NFL Verizon set massive $2 billion 5-year streaming deal.
Yeah, so I can stream, I think, for free? I mean, that's what I read. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't believe it'd be free. I mean, how much money is DirecTV going to lose? Selling the ticket for as much as they sell it for, which is expensive. Okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk St. Louis Cardinal calendar coming up. Elizabeth Meineke will join us just after the Fox News. But right now, chance to win Longwood, Illinois basketball tickets tonight, 7 o'clock State Farm. These are the best tickets I have to give away. They're called Legacy Club Access. Section 136, row 11, seats 7 and 8. These are really nice seats for the basketball game tonight. If you would like to go, wear your orange. Cheer on our smaller lineup because no LaRon and probably no Kipper. 359-2255, text in the word Illini. 359-2255, text in the word Illini. And the 15th text wins my Primo seats. 15th text.
All righty.
Right now.
359-2255.
And you can be at the game in the Legacy Club. Good luck.
As I see all these texts coming in, I remember the one that says, "Thank you, Sugar Busters. It has made an incredible difference in my husband's life."
Well, that's wonderful to hear.
Right.
That's a Sugar Buster standing member, or is that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Way to go.
Yes.
Thank you for that, too.
Congratulations.
Sometimes you need encouragement. All right, Fox News next. Good luck.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. Are you getting the attention you deserve from your broker? When you partner with Provident, you get an advisor who stays focused on you and your family. We work for you. Contact us today to schedule a consultation. Find us online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com. Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network.
Provident, partnerships built on trust.
Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Protecting your home and family. You better have a plan. Keep them safe from harm with a home alarm from F.E. Moran. Home invasions are on the rise all across the land, but they'll think twice when they see the sign for F.E. Moran. Don't wait till it's too late. It's time to make a stand. Call 877-FE Moran. F.E. Moran. Alarm.
It's Lante from ESPN 93.5, and whenever I need work done on my car, I go to Long's Garage. No, not Lon's Garage, Long's Garage in Urbana on Main Street, just east of Schnucks. From engines and brakes to new tires, you can get a variety of auto maintenance assistance from the experts at Long's Garage Complete Auto Service. Since 1941, Long's Garage has offered expert repair services. Visit them today at 503 East Main Street in Urbana, just east of Schnucks.
I'm Grant Langston, the new CEO of eHarmony. If you're online dating and looking for love, you're probably tired of the lazy text messages, dead-end conversations, and matches that never turn into dates. If that's you, it's time to try eHarmony. Dating apps of one kind or another have been around a long time, but at the end of the day, they're just virtual bars where no one ever buys you a drink. eHarmony's different. We're built to help you have a better relationship, and we do that with 17 years of research and experience. eHarmony's gotten really good at bringing compatible people together. People that want the same things you do and are ready for a
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
49. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. After Democrat Doug Jones won a special election in Alabama, beating Republican Roy Moore, who's not yet conceded.
We've been painted in an unfavorable and unfaithful light.
He couldn't overcome the sexual misconduct allegations that he denied. Fox's Gernal Scott live in Montgomery.
Dave, Senator-elect Doug Jones at his Birmingham celebration said his victory marked a major change for Alabama politics and gave him some very clear marching orders for his time in Washington.
The people of Alabama said, we want to get something done. We want you to find common ground.
The margin of victory, just over 21,000 votes, coupled with 22,000 write-ins, may have been the difference, along with the sexual misconduct claims. Moore is expected to challenge the result, but a change in the outcome, unlikely, Dave.
Gernal President Trump backed Moore, but tweeted he was right, Moore couldn't win, adding that's the reason he initially supported Luther Strange, the appointed Senator Jones will replace. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein will be questioned at a House hearing next hour. He appointed Special Counsel Robert Mueller in the Russia probe, and Republicans may ask him about Peter Strzok, the FBI agent removed from the probe over anti-Trump text exchange during the campaign with another FBI official also removed, calling Donald Trump loathsome, an idiot, hoping Clinton wins, and he was investigating her email scandal.
Texts from late July and August, they really come at a critical time. This is when the Clinton email probe was first closed, and it's also when the FBI opened the counterintelligence investigation into Russia.
Fox's Catherine Herridge. Now, Fox News has just learned Fusion GPS, the company paid by Democrats to create the anti-Trump dossier, hired the wife of a Justice Department official to help with the research. Nellie Orr's husband, Bruce, has been demoted for meeting in secret with the head of Fusion GPS. Fox News, fair and balanced.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender involves so much more than just a rate. Only Quicken Loans has earned 11 J.D. Power Awards. No other lender comes close to that level of client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage. It gives our clients a simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online in minutes. No one else has anything like it. And our people. Each one of our 17,000-plus team members throughout Detroit, Cleveland, and Phoenix provides absolute client satisfaction each and every day. So why would you go anywhere else to get your mortgage? Go to America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
There's been a lot of tough talk back and forth between the U.S. and North Korea, at times personal, amid the North's nuke and missile tests. But now Secretary of State Tillerson says he just wants to talk without any preconditions.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says it's not realistic for the U.S. to only be willing to talk with North Korea if it gets rid of its nuclear program. Speaking at the Atlantic Council think tank,
as I've told people many times, I will continue our diplomatic efforts until the first bomb drops.
But Tillerson says the goal of U.S. policy is still denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Jill Nato, Fox News.
The Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas says as far as he's concerned, there is no role for the U.S. in the Mideast peace process anymore after recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. If you Googled Irma at some point this year, you're in good company.
One of the most powerful storms on record, Hurricane Irma, topping the U.S. Google search list for 2017, followed by ex-NBC Today show host Matt Lauer, fired after sexual harassment allegations, which also hit movie mogul Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey, ousted from House of Cards, where he played Frank Underwood.
We will forget that any of this ever happened.
Actress Meghan Markle, who's engaged to Britain's Prince Harry, also a top search.
It was so sweet and natural and very romantic.
People also curious about a wide range of topics, including Bitcoin, fidget spinners, the Las Vegas shooting, national anthem protests, and unicorn frappuccinos. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is adding new members. Bon Jovi will lead the class of 2018, joined by Dire Straits. There will be 6 inductees this year. The Cars also getting in, so are the Moody Blues, singer Nina Simone, and Sister Rosetta Tharpe, a gospel guitarist who died in 1973. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Looking good, Stevie J. Although we have the wind, at least it's more mild with a high 47, 24 our low tonight, 34 the high tomorrow, down to around 24 in the evening, up to 38 on Friday, but 50 with sunshine on Saturday. Wow. Right now the temperature's at 27, ESPN 93.5.
Well, the winter baseball meeting is going on. Some of the Cardinal rumors. I know the Cubbies got Brandon Morrow from the Dodgers. That's a good guy. He'll probably close for them unless they get a bona fide closer. Otherwise, Brandon Morrow was terrific in the World Series. They got this Smiley guy that's Tommy John, so he probably won't pitch this year. Cardinal rumors, all kinds of Osuna, Miami Marlins left fielder. He's a super hitter, so the Cardinals are trying to get Osuna. It's going to cost some pretty good pitchers and perhaps even Randall Grichuk, Stephen Piscotty perhaps on the block as well. But I'm hearing this morning about Wade Davis, a possible name. The closer for the Cubs could be a Cardinal target, as is Josh Donaldson. And outside lane, Manny Machado, third baseman all-star for Baltimore, been mentioned in rumors. We'll see what happens, but something's going to happen. Maybe a couple of things will happen here over the next 3 days. You can bank it. Cardinals are urgent. They know they need help to catch the Cubs and then ultimately catch the Dodgers. Not even to think about the Yankees with Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Not fair. It's always a pleasure to talk Cardinal calendar. Elizabeth Meineke from the St. Louis Cardinals Publications. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for letting me join you guys this morning.
It's great to have you on. We love talking about the official Cardinal calendar for Cardinal Nation. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about this year. They're always fabulous. What are the features?
Well, as you know, it's always a high-quality piece. So our photography theme this year is sort of the Cardinals baseball experience. So the artwork is absolutely beautiful, and it's the kind of photography which, even if you're not a baseball fan, you're just going to appreciate looking at it and having it hang up on your wall throughout the year. And our historical theme, we went ahead and did Cardinal birthdays. So we have the birthdays of your favorite Cardinals, past and present, each month. So that's a kind of fun feature that keeps you flipping the pages throughout the year and might trigger some memories of some people that you saw play a while ago, or it might send you doing a little bit of research and saying, oh, I wonder who this guy is, or I wonder, how he pitched this particular year.
That's awesome. And you've got 4 pages of coupons, correct?
That's right. So even more incentive to go ahead and buy this. So for for someone who's looking at their Christmas shopping list right now and panicking,
yeah,
I'm thinking, I don't have a gift for this person. We have got you covered. We've got you covered.
Yeah, and you've also, it really, truly is, it's the only Cardinal calendar that has the team's complete 2018 spring training and the regular season schedules?
That's correct. So not only does it have the baseball information and all of the traditional holidays, it will also have the spring training information. So you'll be set. You'll be ready for 2018. You will not miss anything Cardinals related, or even if you just need a reminder of, hey, wait, what day is Mother's Day this year? So we've got you covered.
All right, it's a 2018 official Cardinals calendar. Not only do you guys do this, but a great gift might be Cardinals Magazine, Cardinals Yearbook, maybe both?
That's right. So we're running a great special right now for the magazine. It's $35 for a year-long subscription, which is 6 issues. And if you go ahead and sign up for a subscription right now, we'll also throw in a voucher for 2 free tickets to watch the Cardinals at Busch Stadium in 2018. So guarantee we're wrapping up the last issue of this particular season. It's going to be great. We have an update on Alex Reyes, great conversations with our coaches. So this will be a great addition as well for any Cardinals fan on your holiday shopping list.
Well, listen, it's fun. How long have you been with the Cardinals, Elizabeth?
I joined in July of 2016, so it's been a great ride so far, and I'm looking forward to many more years.
Well, it's amazing. I've met a lot of people that work for the St. Louis Cardinals, and you're just all the same. I mean, outstanding, energy, happy. I mean, you're like Disney, man. You're all like Disney. It's crazy.
Well, it's a great privilege to be able to work for an organization that has meant so much to so many people through the years, and I know it's meant a lot to my family. So I remember telling our HR department during my interview that if I had the privilege to be hired, that I would never take it for granted, that I would appreciate every day I walked into work. So I'm glad that comes across.
I want you to work for me. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. Look at that attitude. I'll be happy every day I walk in. It's so great. I love it, Elizabeth. That's wonderful. We're all excited about Cardinal Caravan. I told everybody last hour, January 12th, you guys will be in Champaign. We love the Cardinal Caravan to come around. We always have 500 or 600 people that just are fired up every year for the Cardinals. It's an amazing thing. John Rooney told me that it's just because this massive radio affiliation that Ann Carroll manages, 150 stations plus on the Cardinal Network. It's phenomenal. It really is. And you guys are just great. I mean, it's an amazing organization from, the John Mozeliak, all the way down to the peanut guy. They're happy. Everybody's happy at Busch Stadium. It's really, really wonderful. And you do a great job. How can people order everything, Elizabeth?
So please give us a call. It's 314-345-9000, and we'll go ahead and get you taken care of from there. Order it by Friday, and you will be able to have this Cardinals calendar in time for Christmas if you want it sent via U.S. mail, or you can call by December 20th, and you can have it sent via FedEx. So it will be there in time for Christmas.
Yeah. Who's your boss? Is it Gabe? Who's your boss?
I work very closely with Gabe.
Yeah.
Steve Zesh, however, is both of our bosses.
Might have to talk to Steve because $15, really? It's a little light. You guys could get $20, $25 for this beautiful thing any day you want. $15. 314-345-9000. 314-345-9000. $15. Cardinal calendar. Order by Friday. Get it for Christmas. Elizabeth Meineke, great meeting you. Keep up your good work. Stay happy and keep it going.
Well, thank you so much. It's always fun to be talking baseball, even when it's a little bit cold outside.
Well, you're doing a great job. Cardinals about to sign some big names. It's going to make it really exciting for spring ball. But thanks for your time. Keep up your good work.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Meineke from St. Louis this morning, ESPN 93.5. Illinois has a game tonight at 8 o'clock. We gave away tickets to Doug Bennett from Savoy, Illinois. How are you, Doug?
Great. How are you today?
I'm fine. I could start tonight for the Illini because everybody will be short. I'm just kidding. I would look like
short to us.
Yeah, exactly. They're all going to be 6'4", 6'5". Anyway, we're going to have a smaller lineup. You're able to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will be.
These are my best seats. They're Legacy Club. And so,
wow.
Yeah, I know. Anything with a CLUB on it, woo!
Yeah.
What you need to do is you need to go to the very tippy top And make sure people hear you when you say, no, I think I want to sit down there.
Down there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't belong.
Hold on, yes. Excuse me.
I don't belong up here.
I need room. Let me through.
I need a table in front of me or something. Enjoy these, Doug. Thank you for listening. And
I will.
Wear your
I
orange
will.
and cheer loudly for them.
I sure will.
All right, buddy.
That's great.
And you're a Cardinal fan too?
Yes. Yes.
I think the Cardinals
I've bled red since I've been 6 or 7 years old.
All right, so Randy Walken, the legendary Hall of Fame softball coach at St. Joe, says the Cardinals need a thumper. We didn't get Giancarlo Stanton. I think we might get.
Yeah.
We have a real shot of this Marcel Ozuna. Hit 37 home runs last year, 125 RBIs. There's a shot. Apparently, things are pointed in that direction this morning, so that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's great. They need something right now.
Is there anybody in the Cardinals you wouldn't trade? Anybody you would not trade?
That's a quick question to ask. I'd have to think about that.
I've concluded that I would trade darn near anybody to catch the Cubs, and it's just the Cubs are kind of ahead.
That's true. That's true.
So we just see if we can get better. But listen, you enjoy the game tonight. Go Illini, and thanks for listening.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. Doug Bennett, Savoy wins our final pair of tickets for the Longwood game. All right, ESPN 93.5. The rumors this morning are that the Cardinals are optimistic about getting something done with this Osuna. But check them out. I mean, that's going to be some pop. But I think there's hope that there'll be more than one, because the need is such to where you probably need two hitters to join that Cardinal lineup to catch those Cubbies, or at least make it competitive. And Cardinals also working on the back end. Wade Davis's name has popped up this morning as this column A reliever for Tampa. Evan Longoria, haven't heard a lot lately in the last 24 hours about that name, third base for Tampa. That could be part of a deal. Josh Donaldson has popped on radar this morning. Manny Machado on the outside. It's a problem with Manny making $5 million a year, but next year he's a free agent, and so you'd have to give up too much for 1 year. In the hopes you'd sign him, I don't think you can extend. I don't think you could say, let's do that now, because they just want to wait and see, because I think you'll get a bunch. Manny Machado, only 25 years old. So that's what I got on the Cardinals this morning. And
Robert Osuna is only 22.
It's Marcel Osuna?
Robert Osuna?
No, it's not Robert.
Roberto?
No.
Okay.
The Osuna I'm talking about is 27.
Okay,
and he's a slugger. 37 home runs, 125 RBIs. Cardinals are all around it. We'll see if they can close something. Piscotty and the A's. The A's are very interested in Piscotty. I suggested, would you do it for Jeff Samardzija? Would he have enough pop to come back to St. Louis? Would that be a good trade? You can always text in 359-2255, 816.
Of course, since we're talking baseball, from the LA Dodgers, reliever Brandon Morrow is 33, and he's locked in a 2-year deal with the Cubs. And Seattle Mariners' Drew Smyly at 27 has a $10 million 2-year deal, but with some surgery in his recent past, might have to sit out a season. But they're building it over with the Cubs, and we're just following the rumblings of what we're hearing for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Cubs are tweaking it. The Cardinals are building it.
Right.
Cubs are already the best. The only thing the Cubs are doing, looking up at the Dodgers and going, can we be as good as the Dodgers? Because Cardinals are looking at the Cubs like the Cubs are looking at the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. We're a little ways away. And I think the Dodgers are the team to beat in the National League, and the Cubbies are just trying to the Cardinals are just trying to get out of the NL Central, because they got Milwaukee's pretty good, and they're Cubbies. So
that's right.
Tough stuff.
All right, NHL action. In overtime, Blackhawks win over Florida 3-2. Tampa Bay beat St. Louis's Blues. That final was 3-0. Devin Hester, at the age of 35, has decided to step out of the spotlight with the Bears. They will face Detroit on Saturday at 3:30. Now, tomorrow in NFL action, it's the Colts hosting Denver.
Oh boy. Nobody but parents watching that one.
Oh, come on.
It's the Colts at Denver. Get me the popcorn.
I don't know why you do that.
Why is Denver's awful and Indianapolis is worse? It's like, what's the draw?
It's
except
still
if you're
an area favorite. If you've
Colts?
got a Pacers or a Colts jersey, you're still following the team.
Barely. No, I'm telling you, it's when it's this bad, it's no fun.
Right.
Nobody really cares. It's kind of like Illinois football was this year. Let's just get to spring and get through it. That's kind of where the Colts and the Bears are, as a matter of fact.
Well, Green Bay Packers fans, another area favorite, they're breathing a sigh of relief after learning on Instagram yesterday that Aaron Rodgers has been medically cleared to return, and their game is coming up against Carolina on Sunday. It's been since October 15th when he broke that right collarbone against the Minnesota Vikings. Utah is at Chicago to take on the Bulls. Oklahoma City is in Indianapolis to take on the Pacers. Last night in Big Ten ball, Maryland wins, Rutgers win, and Michigan won.
I want to qualify what I just said when I said family only for the Colts at Denver Thursday night game. I want to add on family, friends, fantasy players, and gamblers.
Okay.
That's it. The casual viewer will not be watching Indianapolis at Denver. Wow.
Anyway.
You know how hard it is.
It's Indianapolis hosting, I believe. So
okay. That's
maybe we have fans from the area going over
Denver,
there for the game.
We see an NFL game.
And
but
that's their Thursday night experience.
Okay.
And you're being all poo-poo about
No, I'm
it.
just suggesting it's not a great matchup. The NFL, they line these things up a year ahead. And they're just hoping upon hope that they've got some competitiveness and somebody can sniff the playoffs, but none of these two teams will. So anyway, what are you going to do? Just be a little more respectful, Stevie J. I guess you could do that.
Exactly.
Here you go with your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Up to 47, down to 24. As things are changing up a bit with the clouds, we've got these southwesterly gusts up to 27 miles per hour. 34 the high tomorrow, bringing on the colder weather. 24 the low in the evening. Clouds and a high of 38, low 28 come Friday, but the weekend looks real good at this point as you do your last minute shopping. Saturday's high at 50, up to 45 on Sunday, but some morning showers. 28 now, ESPN 93.5.
Fox Business Minute brought to you by Rob Meyer. Saw him at the Chuck Lee retirement. Good to see Rob Meyer. Provident Financial Group in Champaign, where partnerships are built on trust. Find Rob at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com. I got to tell you about these texts from those that were investigating from the FBI. You got to hear this. 820.
From the Fox Business Network, you are likely paying more for things last month. The Labor Department says the Consumer Price Index increased 0.4% in November, reflecting higher gasoline prices. Some things declined, though. Clothing actually cost less. Excluding food and energy, consumer prices were up 0.1% in November. The Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates later today. Sears has an agreement that could help the company to stay in business. Sears will be allowed to take another 6 months to pay back a $400 million loan. The new due date is January of 2019. RV Business Magazine, a trade publication, has named the $385,000 Horizon the RV of the year. It features a contemporary interior with stainless steel and Italian cabinets. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Ginny Cosola.
When weather hits, the right wiper blades make all the difference. That's when the Michelin Man is on your side, helping you see better and drive safer with new Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Designed with exclusive SmartFlex technology or frameless beam design, Michelin blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you unparalleled, streak-free, long-lasting, all-season performance. So when the going gets tough, be ready with Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. It's a difference you can see. Available at Walmart, Pep Boys, Amazon, and other fine retailers.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender involves so much more than just a rate. Only Quicken Loans has earned 11 J.D. Power Awards. No other lender comes close to that level of client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage. It gives our clients a simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online in minutes. No one else has anything like it. And our people. Each one of our 17,000-plus team members throughout Detroit, Cleveland, and Phoenix provides absolute client satisfaction each and every day. So why would you go anywhere else to get your mortgage? Go to America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
I'm Grant Langston, the new CEO of eHarmony. If you're online dating and looking for love, you're probably tired of the lazy text messages, dead-end conversations, and matches that never turn into dates. If that's you, it's time to try eHarmony. Dating apps of one kind or another have been around a long time, but at the end of the day, they're just virtual bars where no one ever buys you a drink. eHarmony's different. We're built to help you have a better relationship, and we do that with 17 years of research and experience. eHarmony's gotten really good at bringing compatible people together. People that want the same things you do and are ready for a real relationship. Hey, it can be fun to play around with online dating apps, but when you're ready to fall in love with someone and have a meaningful relationship, there's one app that's built to bring you real love, eHarmony. Go to eHarmony.com today and get a month free when you buy a 3-month plan. Use code DATE. eHarmony.com. Use code DATE.
From restoring damage in just one room to an entire building, turn to the ServPro cleanup team that served our local community for the past 25 years. The ServPro of Champaign, Urbana, and Vermilion County restoration specialists are trained and here to help. When fire or water damage strike your home or business, strike back by calling the Green Trucks or visit them online at ServProChampaignUrbana.com. They're faster to any size disaster, and they'll make it like it never even happened. ServProChampaignUrbana.com.
You already know Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar at the iHotel is a great restaurant, but don't forget about the bar. Fantastic drink specials and mouth-watering menu items from snacks to full meals, a nice selection of draft, craft, and domestic beers, and just about any cocktail you can imagine. Watch a game with multiple flat screens on all sides of the bar, or grab some tables and make it a party. Drink specials daily, plus Houlihan's is now serving a delicious hot breakfast 7 days a week. Houlihan's at the iHotel. Check them out at the corner of 1st Street and St. Mary's Road, just south of the State Farm Center.
Hey, it's Stevie J. Have the roof your home deserves. For your next roofing project, why don't you go with Roof Doctors, a locally owned and family-operated business for over 25 years. They use superior materials. They're a certified shingle contractor, so they can offer a 50-year non-prorated full system warranty, and they won't loan your work out to subcontractors. Hey, Roof Doctors has worked on my home, and the results are fantastic. But don't just take it from me. With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, Roof Doctors has plenty of satisfied customers. Get a free quote at roofdoctorscode.com. When you need hit music, you need Champaign-Urbana's hit music station. All the hits, Q96, where they start every workday with a Q96-minute music marathon. A proud sister station to ESPN Radio 93.5.
Diane Ducey here to tell you about Mobile Meter. When I'm playing taxi to my kiddos, I no longer have to worry about parking tickets and loose change. I downloaded the Mobile Meter app to ease my parking frustrations. You should download the Mobile Meter app today. It's available on iTunes, on your phone app store, or at mobilemeter.us.
Explore issues that matter most to you, your family, and your financial future with Busey's magazine called The Pillar. The fall issue now available. Turn the pages to find a variety of resources and advice from Busey's experts. Whether starting your career, raising a family, or enjoying retirement, explore how to budget for life with advice for each stage. If you're in the sweet spot of retirement planning, early to mid-50s, learn 6 things to prepare for a smooth transition to retirement. The right words in your real estate listing can not only help your home sell fast, but for more money. Discover the top 10 listing words, keywords. With a farmer-first mentality, Agribowl is shaping the future of farming across the globe, one technology tool at a time. They introduce you to an agribusiness company in the heart of the heartland, all in this edition of The Pillar. Busey Magazine's The Pillar, a great resource for readers in all stages of life, from financial insights to investment trends. To read The Pillar or to request a copy of the magazine, visit the publications page in the Resource Center on Busey.com or stop by any of their convenient locations today. Busey, your dream, our promise, member FDIC. Okay, so this guy that was kicked off the Mueller special prosecutor team, that was this guy from the FBI that investigated Hillary, then investigated Trump, and turns out he's anti-Trump. I mean, he's not just point of view, he's anti-Trump. And then he's texting his mistress? All these texts back and forth about how bad Trump is. Now, keep in mind, this is a guy that interviewed Hillary. He said Hillary ought to win $100 million to nothing. And he's interviewing Hillary. Anti-Trump. Listen to some of this.
Strzok said, God, Hillary should win $100 million to 0.
And about a month later, Page texted him, so look, you say we text on that phone when we talk about Hillary because it can't be traced. So Page appears to be acknowledging they know they're doing something that shouldn't be done, or at the very least, something that they don't want traced. Now remember, all of these texts were taking place during the FBI's investigation of Hillary Clinton's emails, and Strzok was an integral part of that investigation.
Talking about how stupid Trump is. He's an idiot. He's all of this stuff. And that's the guy investigating Trump.
Oh, jeez.
It is so bad. It is so bad. Well, everybody should have a point of view. That's the guy that interviewed Hillary when they didn't record anything late in the email thing. A bunch of them went to her house to talk to her. They didn't record it. They didn't take notes. They didn't do anything. It's ridiculous. And this is obviously a huge fan of Hillary Clinton and anti-Trump. Dizzying.
Yeah, too bad.
And he wasn't fired. He was transferred because you can't fire anybody in the government. So there's that.
That's so frustrating.
So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Habib, and this is your Motivational Minute. Last week, I issued a challenge to stay away from negativity and do something kind. This week, I want to give you one such idea. It's a note and an envelope placed on a windshield of a car. Here's what the note says. You do not know me, but I saw that you needed some tires for your truck, and I wanted to do something nice for a stranger because one day a stranger did the same to me. The receipt is in the envelope, and all you have to do is go by Warehouse Tire on 3rd Street and ask for Steven, and they will put them on for free. All I ask is that one day you do something nice for a complete stranger. Wow, just wow. How powerful and compassionate. The giver didn't even need to be acknowledged. He or she gave anonymously. I thought this may get your creative juices going about a kind act or a gift you can do for someone between now and Christmas. It doesn't even have to cost anything. If you're a handy person, you may choose to do a house repair for someone. Just be creative. I'm Habib, wishing you a Merry Christmas and holiday season from all of us at BPC and A&R Mechanical. I hope you have a terrific week.
Thank you, Habib.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always great to pay it forward.
359-2255 is our text. We have one in.
Yeah, Brian says, Cub gets versus Cardinal rumors. Isn't it time for the Cards to step it up?
Yeah, Cardinals signed the guy from Japan, and he's pretty good, Nicholas. And then they signed the guy I can't remember. That's probably an 8th inning guy. So and the Cubbies have gotten Morrow and this other guy. It hasn't been any huge splash yet. I predict at least one big splash before Friday and maybe two. We'll see. But you're right. Need something. You can't go in like you are now.
Chris Raby from Orlando at 9:25 with Jeremy Werner.
All right, Jeremy and Austin. Chris Raby. He's in Orlando. Latest rumors. That'll be next at 9:25. Great.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. Democrats pick up a seat in the Senate with Doug Jones beating Roy Moore in Alabama's special election.
I am truly overwhelmed.
Moore says it's not over.
We still got to go by the rules about this recount provision.
But it's not close enough at this point to trigger an automatic recount, although there are still some paper ballots to be counted, or Moore could pay for a recount. President Trump tweets basically he knew Moore would lose, which is why he supported a different Republican in the first place. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's on Capitol Hill this morning.
Watch for Republicans on the House Judiciary Committee to ask about political text messages sent by FBI agent Peter Strzok that saw him dismissed from special counsel Robert Mueller's team. Last week, lawmakers on the same committee alleged bias against President Trump within the FBI.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland in Washington. Fox News. We report, you decide.
'Tis the season for First Financial Bank's Holiday Skip-A-Pay. If you have a car loan or other consumer loan with us, visit any of our banking centers for details on skipping your December or January payment. Use the extra cash for gifts, travel, entertaining, or whatever you choose. Interest will continue to accrue on the loan balance, and the maturity date of the loan will be extended for 1 month. Certain restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Make the season merrier with Holiday Skip-A-Pay, exclusively from First Financial Bank. Member FDIC.
Give the gift of tradition and save big this week at Field & Stream, where all regular price firearms are on sale with savings from $20 to $100. Buy one, get one 50% off Winchester USA Target Pistol 50 packs. Field & Stream flannel shirts are $9.98 and save up to $350 on gun safes, cabinets, and personal safes. Plus, with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price somewhere else, we'll match it. So save in-store or online at fieldandstreamshop.com. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana, I-74 and Cunningham Avenue is the sponsor of ESPN's What's Up With That segment. Napleton's Auto Park is downstate Illinois' #1 volume dealer with over 2,000 new and certified pre-owned vehicles in stock. Countless holiday shoppers are suffering from a shopping addiction, researchers say, and you could be one of them. What's up with that? I'm Ryan Monahan. People's shopping addictions are bursting onto the holiday shopping scene as people bustle in and out of stores looking for the perfect gift. Experts say 5% of Americans suffer from a shopping addiction that is classified as a compulsive disorder. And this time of year, it really can rear its ugly head the worst. Receiving a heightened level of sensation when shopping is the main difference between a typical shopper and an addict. Now, experts say many shopping addicts don't even know they are shopping addicts, but their addiction comes with serious repercussions, like destroyed relationships and massive debt. What's up with that? I'm Ryan Monahan. That's my take. Post yours on ESPNCU.com or head to Facebook and check us out by searching What's Up With That. This What's Up With That segment was brought to you by Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana. Napleton's Auto Park is your regional buying destination with Toyota, Scion, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Volkswagen, and over 300 certified pre-owned vehicles.
Give the gift of a beautiful smile this holiday season with Illini Smiles Dental Care in Champaign. Right now, save on Invisalign and get up to $1,000 off or save up to $600 off braces. For those special family and friends in your life who don't have insurance, Illini Smiles Dental Care in Champaign is offering x-rays and an exam for just $20 or $60 for the professional cleaning. As you take in some cool moments this holiday season, people might notice your bubbly, bright smile. From Illini Smiles Dental Care in Champaign, the gift of a beautiful smile will last a lifetime. Call today for information. Reach Illini Smiles in Champaign at 356-3335 or visit their website to schedule online. Dr. Fott, Dr. Lou, and Dr. Shu and their team wish you and your family a happy holiday season. IlliniSmilesDental.com.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Cloudy, breezy today, but mild with a high 47 down to 24 this evening. Things are cooler tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high 34, low 24. 38 the high Friday as we wrap up the week with some clouds, but up to 50 with sunshine Saturday. 45 the high on Sunday with morning showers expected. A 60% chance of precipitation. We're currently at 28 on ESPN 93.5.
He is the associate editor of TheHill.com, live from Washington, D.C., Jesse Burns. How are you?
Doing well. How are you, Stevie?
I'm doing fine. Confused, but fine. Republicans...
It was a long night.
Well, Republicans are relieved. Democrats are disappointed. And the Democrat won because... with no Roy Moore, what's my talking point for 18? What? What do they do now? That was the whole plan, is ethics, and you can't, it's not constitutional, he was duly elected, it's all gone. Roy Moore didn't win.
Well, Republicans dodged a bullet. It would have been a really lengthy process if it would have even come to some type of conclusion to, elect Roy Moore and then have to go through the process of trying to expel him from the Senate. That was something that Mitch McConnell and Republicans didn't want to have to do. They didn't want to have to answer questions about him for a year, and that's the position that they almost were in.
Well, and it did not happen. Otherwise, that would have been on, and I'm not so sure that Doug Jones and Roy Moore's voting record with Republicans won't be the same anyway.
Well, we already saw last night the chairman of the Senate campaign arm, Cory Gardner, come out with a statement essentially trying to urge Doug Jones to switch parties and vote with the Republican majority in the Senate. There's no indication that will happen, but some early indications of Republicans trying to reach out to him and try to make the best of this difficult situation that they're in.
Yeah, but Jesse, if he doesn't, it's a 2-year gig. He's not going to win. I'd suggested earlier that anybody in Alabama, if they have just one sheet that says, "Have you tried to date or assault young girls when you were in your 30s?" and if you don't check that box, you're going to win.
Yeah, this position, Jones will obviously only be there for 2 years, and Roy Moore represented a very bad candidate. Many Republicans viewed him as, and so Jones it'll be interesting to see how he votes. If he votes more as his past, as a liberal Democrat, or if he tries to come more to the middle, realizing that he's only there for 24 months.
I wonder if I'm sure they're talking about it, saying, "What can I do? How many votes can I give them so I have a shot?" A state that Trump won by 28 points. Alabama's deep red. It was just an unusual situation, and it just. I think I still thought Roy Moore was going to win, but I'm probably one of those who goes, thank you. I don't have to endure the next 12 months of media.
Well, and I think one kind of key stat to see from last night was that Trump's approval rating in Alabama is at 48%, the same amount of support that Roy Moore received, and that's a huge drop in support for the president down there, who was just won by, as you mentioned, a massive margin just last year.
See what happens, Jesse. TheHill.com for geeks like me that want to keep up. You guys got it all.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Jesse. Jesse Burns, who's associate editor of TheHill.com. About last night's special election. Doug Jones, the Democrat, wins the Senate majority now for the Republicans, just 51-49 after he's sworn in, presumably in January. All right, 8:39.
Hello, this is Shane Coulter of Country Arbors Nursery. Country Arbors Nursery is your home for a natural Christmas. Christmas isn't about pulling the dusty tree out of the box and plugging it in. It's about coming to Country Arbors Nursery and picking out the best-looking, best-smelling tree you've ever had. Our Fraser firs are the best price in town, starting at under $40 for a 6-foot tree. Country Arbors also carries fresh wreaths, roping, branches, and dozens of other fresh-cut greens for your decorations. So come out to Country Arbors Nursery, home of the best live trees and cut branching in town. We're open every day but Thanksgiving. Go to countryarbors.com for hours and directions.
Check out the new BMW of Champaign. It's not like the old Twin City. They have new on-site local ownership since 2013, along with a new state-of-the-art facility. With a Customer First Service Award winner for 2015, BMW of Champaign does business your way. Yes, they have tons of cars. Yes, they'll get you what you want. Yes, they discount, deal, and even pick up and deliver. So stop in, ask for Ben, and give BMW of Champaign a look. BMW of Champaign at the corner of Neal and Burwash in Savoy.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. What will you do during the next market correction? At Provident, we believe a sound financial plan is the surest way to avoid panic during market volatility. Contact us today to put a plan in place for you. Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Find us online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Provident, partnerships built on trust.
Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Dan Lebitard and Stu Gatz.
Derek Jeter bought this team for too much money. He does not have the kind of money that it takes to run this baseball team. This team has been run so poorly in the past that it has debt even with that new stadium because the owner who was owning that team before is about the biggest clown in the history of sports. Baseball allowed him in their club for $10 million, funded him at every turn to get him in the game, and now he cashes out despite being a total dope for $1.1 billion. And the result is he has left the team in such disrepair that the only thing he did right for his business is cash out, because the right competent move that he did is he suckered Jeter and baseball into paying $1.1 billion for that team when it wasn't worth that.
Guys, the holiday challenge is on at JCPenney. Shop now and get her all the gifts she'll love, like select fine jewelry for up to 60% off, plus an extra 25% off with your JCPenney credit card and coupon. And get $10 off when you spend $25 or more with coupon on select items throughout the store and at jcp.com. Get everything on her list for less than you think. Hurry in now, JCPenney. Coupon valid 12/14 to 12/16. Offers represent savings on regular or original prices. Credit offer subject to credit approval. Other exclusions may apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
AutoZone presents Max Performance. AutoZone knows better engine performance means taking it to the max. Max fuel economy, max engine life, and yeah, max savings. And it all starts with the right fuel treatment. That's why right now you can save on STP gas treatment and get 2 for $5. So visit your local AutoZone. With over 5,000 locations, the right supplies and good advice are just around the corner. Let's get you what you need. Must buy 2. Restrictions and details in the store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Cardinals ticket packs are on sale now and start at just $79 with 5 different 5-game packs specifically created for out-of-town fans. There is something for everyone on your shopping list. Choose from the weekend pack featuring weekend games throughout the season, or the Sunday pack, which includes 5 Sunday games, and popular giveaways like the quarter zip Cardinals pullover or the Cubs pack, including 5 weekend games against the Cardinals' favorite rival. Check out these ticket packs on sale now at cardinals.com/packs.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent John Kaywood in Champaign can help you get to a better state, because he will talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent John Kaywood in Champaign, 367-1105, and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
All right, Illinois tonight, 7 o'clock, Longwood. Hyperextended elbow for LaRon Black, not playing. Game time decision for Kipper. So we'll go small, but we'll be fast, and should beat Longwood. And then New Mexico State Saturday, kind of our honor to Lou Henson.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. That's up at the United Center, and that's a good game there. New Mexico State's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Then we're getting real close to the Missouri game.
It's true.
Which will be next week.
The bragging rights game.
Yeah, listen to Jeremy Warner coming up. More on all that. Chris Raby, who's with the Cardinals, and he's down in Orlando. Very latest on the hot stove and the rumors.
9:25 is when he'll be on the Jeremy Warner Show with Austin and Jeremy.
Yeah, everything I have, I've put out there. There's rumors of Wade Davis now in the picture, former Cub closer for the Cardinals. Talking to him, apparently. Evan Longoria's out there. That's been about a week, and that's kind of been in the rumor mill. New this morning has been more activity with Josh Donaldson, who's got 1 year left before he's a free agent, now with Toronto. Josh Donaldson was mentioned at the trade deadline in the summer, I know. And, of course, this Osuna, the left fielder for Miami's the hottest name, and appears to be the guy closest to joining the Cardinals, which would be a big get, but the Cardinals have to give up quite a bit. But Cardinals got quite a bit pitching and outfielders, so I think stuff's going to get done. It's going to be fun. We'll know soon. Let's check sports headlines. Diane Ducey.
All right, last night in Big Ten basketball, Maryland over Catholic, 76-59. Rutgers over Fordham. That final was 75-63. And Michigan over Texas, 59-52. What's trending in Michigan is the get as the new Wolverine from Ole Miss. Quarterback Shea Patterson is 20. And Jim Harbaugh, the head coach at Michigan, has convinced Shea Patterson to transfer. Aaron Rodgers looks like he has been medically cleared to return as the Green Bay Packers quarterback. On Instagram, he had the post yesterday. He turned 34 this month. He was injured with his broken right collarbone on October 15th against the Minnesota Vikings. Green Bay will face the Carolina Panthers this weekend. Devin Hester, at the age of 35, has decided to retire from the Bears. They'll face Detroit Saturday at 3:30. Tomorrow it's the Colts hosting Denver. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Check out the new BMW of Champaign. It's not like the old Twin City. They have new on-site local ownership since 2013, along with a new state-of-the-art facility. With a Customer First Service Award winner for 2015, BMW of Champaign does business your way. Yes, they have tons of cars. Yes, they'll get you what you want. Yes, they discount, deal, and even pick up and deliver. So stop in, ask for Ben, and give BMW of Champaign a look. BMW of Champaign at the corner of Neal and Burwash in Savoy.
Diane Ducey here to tell you about Mobile Meter. When I'm playing taxi to my kiddos, I no longer have to worry about parking tickets and loose change. I downloaded the Mobile Meter app to ease my parking frustrations. You should download the Mobile Meter app today. It's available on iTunes, on your phone app store, or at mobilemeter.us.
There's nothing better than real Texas barbecue, and no better place to get it than Hickory River Smokehouse. Every cut of beef brisket, turkey breast, pork loin, and chicken are carefully selected and rubbed with a signature spice blend infused with hickory smoke for juicy, award-winning flavor and served up right here in Central Illinois for over 20 years. How about a taste as big as Texas for lunch, dinner, your next get-together, or to watch the big game? You're guaranteed to be the fan favorite. Visit HickoryRiver.com to see all your options.
Hey Cardinals Nation, the Cardinals Caravan, presented by Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, is coming your way. It's your chance to get up close and personal with your favorite team. Get the latest scoop on the upcoming season from current players, Cardinals alumni, and broadcasters. Plus, there will be raffle prizes and autographs for the kids. Folks, jump on the Caravan, the Cardinals Caravan, rolling into Champaign on Friday, January 12th. Visit cardinals.com/caravan.
All right, here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Cloudy and windy today. With southwesterly winds up to 27 miles per hour. Today's high at 47, and things are changing up a bit. 24 our low tonight, only up to 37 tomorrow, down to 27, back up to 42 on Friday, and 50 with sunshine on Saturday. Right now the temperature is at 30. It feels like 16 with that wind chill. Winds are out of the south at 21 miles per hour.
So something else happened yesterday that kind of made me arch my back. So the guy tried to blow up the subway, right?
Yes.
Clear terrorist attack.
Right. How does he survive that?
Well, we used black powder, which isn't as explosive.
Okay.
He's a bad bomb maker.
I know he got the materials at work or something, electrician-oriented.
Heard a former hero for the United States who lost both legs in, I think, in Afghanistan said, he gets an F for bomb making and an A for keeping people alive. So that, that thankfully he was unsuccessful. But the other part of this is the objection, the vehement objection of the family, the way they were treated. How dare you take their 4-year-old and take him out in the cold, out of class? They went, got the family, rounded them up, wanted to see if there's more involved here, took the 18-year-old out of school, and they just thought that was so unnecessary. How dare your son tried to blow us all up. You need to shut up.
Yeah.
That's like the guy that flew into the World Trade Centers. You went and talked to him, pulled him out of class and talked to him. How dare you? I couldn't believe it. I said, this is how ridiculous it's gotten. Guy tried to blow up New York. And you're criticizing me because they took the 4-year-old out. I'm sure they treated him fine. They took him to the car, wanted to talk to him, see if he heard anything. Took the 18-year-old, wanted to see if he's part of it.
Right.
So what's wrong with that? And they're pounding law enforcement. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You just tried to blow up people. You're not getting any sympathy from me. This is urgent and important, and we don't know who's involved, and they're just gathering information. They didn't abuse anybody. But that's where we are when we're giving a microphone to that argument. Maybe you need to talk about strapping yourself with bombs and going to the subway first, and then. Essentially, we're protecting you from your own son. That's essentially what happened. Wow. Head shaking. Yeah. Always head shaking. Back to Rapid in a moment.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your Trane Comfort Specialist. Right now is a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system from Lands. For a limited time only, we're offering 0% interest for 6 years. That's no interest with equal payments and approved credit for 6 years on any qualifying Trane system. Or, here's another way you can save on a new Trane heating and cooling system from Lands. Trade in your old system. For a limited time, you can get a $1,000 trade-in allowance on any qualifying Trane system. So pick your best deal. No interest for 6 years or a $1,000 trade-in allowance and start saving. Call 1-800-AIR-REPAIR or find us online at landsinc.com. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
See Lands for program details. Call 888-653-0051 for details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR is 28.99 for newly opened accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval.
Protecting your home and family, you better have a plan. Keep them safe from harm with a home alarm from F.E. Moran. Home invasions are on the rise all across the land, but they'll think twice when they see the sign for F.E. Moran. Don't wait till it's too late. It's time to make a stand. Call 877 F.E. Moran. F.E. Moran. Alarm.
Guidance, trust, protection, service. It's the mantra of GTPS Insurance. When you work with GTPS, you'll never have to call an 800 number in a different state. You deal with people who live and work in our community and know it's important to your business. GTPS is your local source for business insurance, property, general liability, workers' compensation, and group health insurance, and they'll work with you to formulate the best package for the needs of you and your business. Contact a GTPS insurance agent today at 359-9000 or visit online at gtpsinsurance.com.
Hey, it's Stevie J. Have the roof your home deserves. For your next roofing project, why don't you go with Roof Doctors, a locally owned and family-operated business for over 25 years. They use superior materials. They're a certified shingle contractor, so they can offer a 50-year non-prorated full system warranty, and they won't loan your work out to subcontractors. Hey, Roof Doctors has worked on my home, and the results are fantastic. But don't just take it from me. With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, Roof Doctors has plenty of satisfied customers. Get a free quote at roofdoctorsco.com.
Hi, I'm Max with MX Electric. I wanted to take a moment to tell you about my company. I'm a proud veteran and I've been an electrician for over 23 years, serving the community for over 15. No matter the size of your electrical project, we want to be the company you turn to. Please call or text Nikita today at 217-359-7293 or visit us at mxelectric.net to schedule your appointment today. And always remember,
Relax. Call back 217-359-7293.
All right, going to let the ladies run things tomorrow. I'm going to be out of town, but I'll be back on Friday.
Alrighty.
And we've got some encore performances like the Brian Kilmeade interview, maybe some Brandon Paul, who I talked to before the season started. Anyway, that's tomorrow, and Diane and Colleen will handle it magnificently. Magnifico.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Thank
Enjoy
you so
the
much.
day.
It's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Stay tuned. Jeremy Warner Show with Austin coming up against Chris Raby from the Cardinals live from Orlando, 9:25. I'll be listening. I want to hear what the latest is. Got to be close, hopefully. Getting somebody big. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Have a wonderful Wednesday.
Give the gift of tradition and save big this week at Field & Stream, where all regular price firearms are on sale with savings from $20 to $100. Buy one, get one 50% off Winchester USA Target Pistol 50 packs. Field & Stream flannel shirts are $9.98 and save up to $350 on gun safes, cabinets, and personal safes. Plus, with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price somewhere else, we'll match it. So save in-store or online at fieldandstreamshop.com. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Help us celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ by sharing kindness and love this holiday season. Please help us support our local churches, the Time Center, Restoration Urban Ministries, Crisis Pregnancy Center, Eastern Illinois Food Bank, and Salt and Light, and all of our local charitable organizations. Jesus stated in Matthew 9:37, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few." Help to increase the number of workers this holiday season. Please visit the Blossom Basket Florist online at blossombasket.com.
Hello, this is Shane Coulter of Country Arbors Nursery. Country Arbors Nursery is your home for a natural Christmas. Christmas isn't about pulling the dusty tree out of the box and plugging it in. It's about coming to Country Arbors Nursery and picking out the best looking, best smelling tree you've ever had. Our Fraser firs are the best price in town, starting at under $40 for a 6-foot tree. Country Arbors also carries fresh wreaths, roping, branches, and dozens of other fresh cut greens for your decorations. So come out to Country Arbors Nursery, home of the best live trees and cut branching in town. We're open every day but Thanksgiving. Go to countryarbors.com for hours and directions.
On the first Christmas, baby Jesus was born in a stable because God loves each of us. This Christmas, how can we show God we love Him too? Jesus said we can show our love for God by loving our neighbor. Let's make God happy this Christmas. Hi, it's Stevie J. All year long, Empty Tomb Inc. helps church people show their love for God through practical works done in Jesus' name. Clothes, food, furniture, and financial help are shared at our local neighbors' points of need. In addition, research and a practical plan encourage churches to help our neighbors globally as well. Your gift to Empty Tomb Now will help people in our local area at their points of need all through the new year. Please send your check to Empty Tomb in Champaign, Illinois, or go to emptytomb.org to donate. Thank you. Merry Christmas, baby Jesus, and Merry Christmas to you too. Somebody texted in and said, Kevin Franzen, he's a good guy. How about that? You got a little fan club going here. I try. Well, listen, we thank you for what you do. You're keeping us safe. You're keeping our kids safe in this case. Pretty much everybody I talk to says about the same thing. We want to help somebody on not their best day.
Exactly, and that's very, very true.
All right, so you're at Unity High School as a resource officer.
I am.
What does that entail?
It's basically it's a triad type of situation where I am a law enforcement officer, obviously, but more importantly, I'm more of a counselor and a teacher. I'm blessed to be in a school district where I'm able to be proactive rather than reactive. And what I mean by that is a majority of my school year is made up of teaching. Anything from kindergarten up through 12th grade, I'm weekly in different classrooms talking about ways to keep kids safe and have kids making good decisions.
Brought to you by SK Exteriors, their website, callsktoday.com.
Hi, I'm Habib, and this is your Motivational Minute. Last week, I issued a challenge to stay away from negativity and do something kind. This week, I want to give you one such idea. It's a note and an envelope placed on a windshield of a car. Here's what the note says. You do not know me, but I saw that you needed some tires for your truck, and I wanted to do something nice for a stranger because one day a stranger did the same to me. The receipt is in the envelope, and all you have to do is go by Warehouse Tire on 3rd Street and ask for Steven, and they will put them on for free. All I ask is that one day you do something nice for a complete stranger. Wow, just wow. How powerful and compassionate. The giver didn't even need to be acknowledged. He or she gave anonymously. I thought this may get your creative juices going about a kind act or a gift you can do for someone between now and Christmas. It doesn't even have to cost anything. If you're a handy person, you may choose to do a house repair for someone. Just be creative. I'm Habib, wishing you a Merry Christmas and holiday season from all of us at BPC and A&R Mechanical. I hope you have a terrific week.
Something's coming up the plumbing, and you're really in a bind. It's creaking and it's leaking, and you're running out of time. You need a plumber right away, and there's only one to call. It doesn't really matter if your problem's large or small. Clark Plumbing and Heating is your expert for all. Call them today and say hooray, because Clark Plumbing and Heating always saves the day. Find out why customers always give Clark Plumbing 2 thumbs up. Clark Plumbing and Heating, 356-5356. That's 356-5356. Or clark-plumbing.com.
The holiday season is here and everything is merry and bright, including the CD specials at Prospect Bank. This is Linda Rogers of Prospect Bank. With our Merry and Bright CD special, all you need is a minimum of $1,000 and you get a return of 1.45% APY with a 12-month term or 1.55% APY with an 18-month term. Stop in at Prospect Bank for our Merry and Bright holiday special. Prospect Bank, the Opportunity Bank. Online at bank